Oh, it's too.
Where the hell that come from?
It's with the volume up.
And I got a cold sweat come over my body, and friends and my husband thought I was having a heart attack and immediately rushed me to a local hospital where I was diagnosed with hypertension.
Like 1 in 3 Americans, Roseanne Perullo was diagnosed with high blood pressure or hypertension, one of the leading causes of coronary artery disease, which is one of the main causes of heart disease.
Heart disease, first of all, is the #1 killer in America. It causes 40% of all deaths, and it's equal to the next 6 leading causes of death stacked on top of each other.
Dr. Perry Frankel knows the danger of heart disease. As a clinical cardiologist in Lake Success, Long Island, he has helped thousands of people, including Perullo, whom he says was at risk.
The main culprit for heart disease is coronary artery disease. Coronary artery disease is due to blockages develop over time in the coronary arteries. The main risk factors for coronary artery disease include a family history, diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, and cigarette smoking. Heart disease actually causes almost double the amount of deaths in women as all the cancers put together, including breast cancer. Heart disease will kill 10 times as many women this year as breast cancer will.
With alarming statistics such as those and her health already at risk, Perullo was ready to change her lifestyle.
This is me 4 years ago, and my daughter Victoria, when she was a senior in high school, a time in her life where I would have liked her to be proud of me. This was a very deep, dark side of my life, and I decided that that was the end of it. I'm going to be a new me.
With the help of Dr. Frankel's customized program, Perullo lost 57 pounds with proper exercise and a high-protein, low-carbohydrate diet.
It's just a whole new life. I can get on the floor now and play with my grandchildren when I couldn't before. It's just wonderful.
Weight loss and lifestyle changes significantly helped to lower her blood pressure 10 to 20 points and speed up her underactive thyroid without increasing any of her medications. But she was one of the lucky ones.
Any chest pain, shortness of breath?
No.
For many women, heart disease creeps up on them and presents vague symptoms that can easily be overlooked and even chalked up to just stress or anxiety.
The big problem is women don't have the same symptoms as men. Typically, heart disease, angina, chest pain, a man will get, usually exertional, often goes to the arms, the throat. 95% of women actually get symptoms that are atypical 30 days or more before a heart attack. And the symptoms in women: fatigue, indigestion, shortness of breath, anxiety. Less than 1/3 of women prior to a heart attack had chest pain. So 70% of women didn't even have chest pain prior to a heart attack. During a heart attack, the main symptoms in women, again, are shortness of breath, again, weakness, fatigue, sleep disturbances, cold sweats, and dizziness. Only 43% of women that had a heart attack actually had chest pain. Another big problem with women is 40% of women, their first heart attack is lethal. Also, women have smaller coronary arteries than men, don't do as well with bypasses, so it's real important to diagnose heart disease in women much earlier than we've been doing.
While many Americans are familiar with EKGs at their yearly physicals, Dr. Frankel says that these machines, as well as stress tests, are not always the best indicator of a person's heart health.
An EKG can only predict what has happened up until now and now. It cannot predict the future. Stress tests, great tests for predicting if somebody has established coronary artery disease. A stress thallium, a nuclear stress test, can predict a blockage 60 to 70% or more with an 85 to 90% accuracy. The problem is half of heart attacks come from a blockage under 50% that are asymptomatic patients where you get a plaque rupture and you go from no significant obstruction to 100% boom, heart attack, that's it.
Dr. Frankel says that there are newer tests which give more accurate readings. One of these tests takes place with a CAT scan.
Here I go.
Coronary artery calcium scoring can analyze how much calcium is in the coronary arteries.
Calcium is embedded in the
watch on and read
so if you have no calcium in the coronary arteries, you don't have plaque, you very low risk. If you have a positive calcium score, those are the people that have significant risk.
But Frankel says that keeping at a healthy weight and setting good examples for children is one of the best ways to decrease risk for heart disease.
Obesity and overweight in America cause more chronic illness than alcohol, cigarettes, poverty, and age all combined. 68.8% is obese or overweight. 1 out of 3 children now are obese or overweight. So if you take the weight off, you knock down your risk factors, you can avoid half of these tests just by taking your life into your own and controlling your risk factors.
For Push Pause at National Radiologic Group in Woodbury, this is Nicole Indelicato.
You're watching Push Pause